I can only title this one random topics because I'm about to get a little scatterbrain on you guys. But I'm not gonna keep this long though. See if we can keep this under 7 minutes. So I was at a taco shop earlier, and this goes back to the whole thing of me being in a room and everybody's paying attention to me. A lot of that stuff, guys, has to do with the fact too that, you know, a lot of people who are in America right now don't come from here. They don't have the grit. One thing I can say, if you lived in America for a certain period of time and you didn't put up with all this BS and you still going and you don't look broken down, that's some real grit. Because the changes that this country has went through the past 40 years, if you're able to survive that, you can do anything. So a lot of these people come from these other places that got these restaurants and stuff. They don't have that grit that somebody from the grassroots. That's just like, let's say I went over to another country that I never lived before. Well, a part of my grit is going to be left behind from the country I just came from. You're not going to go into another land with the same amount of grit that you have in the land you just came from. That don't even make no sense. That's not possible. You go to somebody else's land, you don't know the terrain as good as that person. It don't matter what you're doing. You don't know the grass. You don't know the terrain better. But anyway, I was in this taco shop, and I was telling them not to put the ground beef on the grill because I'm allergic to gluten. But it was just that when I was explaining to the guy what to, like the whole, like everybody listening to what I'm saying. Like when I open my mouth, everybody listens. And I just be like, what? Like what in the world? I talk real nice. I don't have the most commanding voice unless you catch me when I'm getting up in the morning or something like that. But when I say something, everybody stops talking. I told you guys once before. Let's say I just if I'm inside of, let's say I'm inside of a store and I decide to holler at some female. When I talk to that female, everybody's looking. It's like, why is the focus on me? Everybody got their lives, they doing their thing, but somehow what I'm doing is more important than what's going on with anybody in the whole room. How is that? How is that? You know what I mean? I don't want to keep this long. Let me see. I want to say one more thing. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't wait to get in the gym, of course. Can't wait to get in the gym. It's gonna be freaky. Let's just say I got a lot of stress to let off. It's gonna be freaky. Crazy thing about it, I done been through several times in my life, guys, where I'd be skinny, then I'd be swole, then I'd be skinny, then I'd be swole. And I notice when I get swole, dudes be moving out my way when I'm walking down the street. They be praying, please don't let me step on this man's shoes. I didn't been through both. I didn't live both sides. I didn't been the buff dude walking down the street that nobody want to play with, and then I'm the guy that don't look like who's gonna do something to me, him? And then everybody overlooks you. I play both sides. And the crazy thing about it, when I'm not looking all swole, they don't know I'm almost just as strong. It's just the facade. So I'm about to put that facade on again, because that's the only way you can get these people to reckon to you know get in line. You have to put on a facade so that they get in line, so they don't get it twisted. So like I said, some of you guys seen how I looked at age 40. Summer results 2021. I look like one of these dudes on almost American Gladiators or something, and I wasn't even in the gym that long. I'm actually the last image y'all seen of me 2 days ago when I did the 10 minutes for 3 days. I'm actually bigger than that right now. Believe it or not, I'm actually bigger than that. It's very fast. It's like I got this Hulk gene. It's no joke. But You know, the whole thing with women, I'm starting to think that every woman reads tarot cards because there's some women who don't know nothing about me that I find seem to be exhibiting the same behaviors as some of the women on YouTube who do know me, who do know about me. It's weird. I'm asking myself, am I the only one in the world who don't mess with tarot cards or tarot card read? They have to come to me. I never will be looking for no tarot card reader ever. I do not just let my light, just let me live. You know what I mean? Can you live like that, man? It's always wanting to know what people thinking about you and saying. This stuff is ridiculous, man. But anyway, just to close it out, yeah, there's women that I know that I see out and about that are exhibiting the same behaviors as women who do know about me. It's like, what in the world? I mean, my head is spinning. Like, what in the world's going on? I be thinking, do these women know me? Do they don't, allegedly they don't know nothing about me, but somehow they're exhibiting the same behaviors as women who do know something about me, who do have intel about me. It's the weirdest thing I have ever experienced. And I'm just getting started. People talking about you and your monster season. You got that right, and I'm just getting started.